important topic to discuss. But before I get into that, my name is Apora, and I am an inspired, very inspirational woman who owns a business, and I also wrote a book called Intensify the Woman Within, and that's going to be being released soon. And I own my own business, a braid business called Mark Your Beauty. And with all of the knowledge and my path and my journey, I feel like this is a topic because it was hard for me to do on many occasions when it comes to dealing with people, dealing in relationships, dealing with my kids, because I am a mom, but I'm also a sister. I'm also, I haven't been married, but I've been in relationships. So I have a spouse and things like that. So when it comes to dealing with just this topic in general, is very hard for me. So I thought I should speak about it because maybe other women or young girls might look at this and find themselves relating to it because, you know, it's something that to me was very hard to do. And I find now that I have practiced it for so long that it's become easier for me to do. And this topic is, why is it hard for women to apologize authentically? Why do you think that? Well, for me, I felt I didn't want to take accountability for my actions if I was wrong. I didn't think a lot of things that I did to people or the things that I might have caused for someone pain or harm was even worth apologizing. And it might sound cruel because it is, but I didn't know better. And what I mean by I didn't know better, I might have been taught, you know, to treat people the way you want to treat yourself and make sure that you do good by people. But it's hard because on one end, when it comes to apologizing, is because when you don't even know that you're wrong in something, you are not pointing at yourself like you did anything wrong. You're looking at whatever the person is doing that you hurt, deserve whatever that was that came to them, whether it's been you yelling at them, calling them out their name, disrespecting them, hitting them, whatever the case may be, whether it's a child, your spouse, your husband, whatever that may be. You don't think that you did anything wrong because at that point, it depends on the situation. You probably felt like, okay, in that situation, you were right and there's nothing to apologize for. But let me tell you, it's so many situations. And if you go back in your memory bank, right, and think about maybe some situations that you put yourself in that you probably was wrong, if you think about it, you just really didn't know at that moment that it was wrong. But after thinking about it and somebody telling you like, hey, you were wrong, it's okay to apologize for those things. So I'm here to tell you, and I might be all over the place with it, but bring it all together is, bottom line, start making it more easier on yourself. Forgive yourself because you didn't know. But at the same time, start thinking about the things that you do. Think about the things that you say. Think about the things that, or the situations that you put yourself in, the people that you're dealing with. When you're dealing with those people, start thinking about what you are talking about, the discussions, the actions that you are bringing about. And then ask yourself, is it something that I actually did that was wrong? And apologize for those things. It is hard in the first go round to like literally look at things and take accountability for those things. But when you apologize, one thing I learned is don't say I apologize to you for whatever the case may be, XYZ, and then put a but behind that apology because that avoids the apology out in general. And I used to do that. I had it real bad, and it was brought to my attention from a good guy that I dated, where he used to always tell me, like, you know, that's not healthy. That's not good that you're coming to me apologizing, but then turn around and say a but behind it because it voids out the apology. So this is why I created this topic, because yes, it's hard in the beginning to apologize as a woman authentically. But the more you realize that, okay, whatever the issue is or whatever the situation or whatever the event that took place that caused you to apologize, start looking at the reaction or looking at the things that was actually done in that time frame and see if it deserves an apology. Even if you might not think it do. Take accountability for whatever your part of it is and apologize. It's okay to do that. We make it hard on ourselves. I'm not going to make this video long, but I wanted to talk about this because why is it hard for women to take in accountability for the things that they do and they are wrong at, and then apologize to in that wrongdoing? Young women, ladies, please find it in your heart to start taking accountability for your actions when you're wrong and apologize authentically. Don't add a but behind the apology because it voids the apology. Okay? That's my little wisdom. And I've actually, like I said, I've experienced this so much in my life, but that's the old me. The new me take accountability for my actions. I'm not always right, and I will never make nobody feel like I'm always right, even though I used to think that all the time. But I take accountability to my wrong. If I've hurt anybody, I authentically apologize, because once you apologize, it frees you. It frees you as a woman. It frees you to be able to literally live in your peace and live in your purpose. So I pray that you can take the word that I'm speaking and look at it and say, okay, you know what? Think about a situation that you might have been in, that you need to go back to a person and say, you know, I apologize because I was wrong. And see how much your life have changed. See how much is lifted your spirit up. See how much it will lift you up as a woman and make you feel whole, make you feel beautiful again, because you are that. And don't beat yourself up for doing it. We don't know sometimes that we were wrong. But if you think about it, it's okay to admit that you are wrong. I love you guys, and I'll be back tuning in and discussing more on intensifying the woman within. Be on the lookout for my book on Amazon, Intensify the Woman Within by Zipporah Israel. Peace. Love you guys.